Hello YouTubers, today I want to make a rocket stove or jet stove, and for doing that I'm gonna use this steel pipe I have here. This is a 6 inches steel pipe. I'm gonna cut both pieces of pipe I need from this, so let's start doing that. I have here already both pieces of pipe I needed. Now I need to make a hole, a square hole on this one here, because this other piece, as you see, I cut this on an angle. This will be welded here, and from here is where you're gonna feed the wood, and the air also will go into the stove. Now I'm gonna do that hole and weld this pipe into the other. Here you can see both pipes welded together, how the smaller one is on an angle welded to the larger one. Now I need to find a steel plate, something that is actually thick, for making the division here, from where the wood will go on top and the air will go from the bottom. I'm gonna look for a steel plate for make this division and continue this project. I got this steel plate. It's a 1/4 of an inch steel plate. I'm gonna use it as the division of the wood and the air inlet, and I'm gonna now mark the holes here from where the air will go up and the ashes will go down. The holes are ready. You can see that I also bend it here a little bit. It's just aesthetic. This will not make any real change to the working of the stove. Now I'm gonna place it inside of the stove in this position and weld it. There you can see the plate welded in place now. There are the holes I made from where the ashes will drop down and the air will go up. The wood will be here, up here, and the air will go through this hole on the bottom. This is an inch hole, I let it like an inch. Now what I want to do is remove all this red paint this pipe has, so I can later use high temperature grill paint. For doing that I'm gonna use this tool I have here. I'm gonna do it off camera. This will take me a little bit of time and we'll come back in a minute. I already removed most of the paint. Now I'm gonna use these old handlebars as the legs of this stove. So what I need to do is just measure here a little bit and weld them in place. So let's see that. Very good. Now the legs are welded in place, as you can see here. Pretty good welds. Now I need to move this upside down because I need to make a lid here. I need to cover that up, but with something that we can remove. I'm thinking of using this piece of steel that I could have from here when I weld this pipe into this other. So I'm gonna make maybe a pair of rails here for moving this to a side and remove it when I need to take out the ashes. I'm gonna do that and fast forward and show you. The lid is ready now. As you can see, I use these two pieces of steel here as rails so it can slide in and out, and also this little piece here is like a stop, so when you close this it just hits there and doesn't go all the way to the other side. And this piece here of steel rod as a handle, so you can just grab it from here, open it and close it. That will be all with the lid here. It's done. Now I'm gonna make a heating plate. that will be welded at this height of the stove. I'm gonna use this steel plate I have here. I'm gonna remove this frame it has. Actually, from this plate is where I took the piece of steel plate that I use for make this division here. Now I'm gonna remove this frame it has and make here a square hole so I can weld it here to the stove. It will be like at this height all the way around. Very good. Now the heating plate is welded in place. As you can see, there is weld all the way around. Very good welded. This weld looks so clean because actually I used this brush I have on this tool for clean it up. So that's why it looks so clean. Now what I'm gonna do is the upper part. I'm gonna use all the part of a propane grill for this upper part. Actually I have one of the pieces, the lower piece here. There, this is taking shape, almost done. What I need to do to this part is just a hole here. I'm gonna actually cut it like in an H shape and bend the sheet to the inside and put 4 screws just to hold it in place. I'm not gonna weld this because it's very thin sheet of steel, so I don't want to burn it, and then paint this up. It's almost done. That is screwed in place now, as you can see. Let me just move it here so you can see. Okay, as you can see, I bend the 4 sides to the inside. I held it in with some screws, 4 screws. Now this is ready to be painted. Let me place the grill so you can see how it looks. Okay, there's the grill, and from here is the cover. So okay, there it is. Cover and grill in place. This is ready for paint. This is done. Just some paint. I'm gonna use, as I said before, high temperature grill paint. So I'm gonna paint it now. This is taking shape. This is ready. Almost done. This grill is done, is ready. As you can see, it is painted with high temperature grill paint. I need to let it cure for a couple of days, so I'm not gonna fire it up on this video, but it is ready. This will work as a grill, will work as an oven, as you can see here, and also as a stove, as it is a rocket stove. So thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.